Now,
Welcome. Welcome to our English round of the Kahoot quiz about the talks that you just heard and our lab tours. If you are on YouTube, which I guess you are because I did not announce how you will find us here, please click on the Zoom link underneath this video. And when you click on that, you might have to install Zoom if you have not done that yet. It is not difficult. It will take you just a minute, and then you can use Zoom in your web browser and you can join us here and be part of the quiz. You could do the quiz on YouTube as well, but the problem is we do have a time delay of about 30 seconds, which means when the questions are asked and you answer them, probably the system will tell you it's too late. So please come over to Zoom. It's the link down here, the tiny URL. I think it's called quiz in English. So just click on that and please join us here. There's already some coming, amazing. Yeah, great. Some found the way to us. We are gonna wait for some more of you to come over from YouTube, and then Silke will start the quiz. But that's all I have to say. So I would hand it over to Silke Stellerschöpf, our leader of the students lab called Photon Lab.
Yeah, so hello everybody. You see me in the lab, but it's not the students' lab. This doesn't look so famous as the lab behind me, but it leads over to the topic of the quiz, because the quiz is about the talks before and about the lab tours of last week or this week. And you saw this picture already in Emmanuel Bloch's talk. And so maybe you remember what he told you, because there will be some questions about these topics. So I don't know whether you know a Kahoot quiz. It's quite nice because you see questions and you can give the answer as fast as you know the answer. But I will introduce you with a little transparency how it works. Okay, so the title of the quiz is 60 Years Laser MPQ English. The title is only important if you want to play it some other day, maybe next week or whensoever. And what I forgot to tell you in the morning, there's also an app, the Photon Lab quiz, which you can download in your app store. And there you can also play a quiz everywhere and whenever you like, and you can try to hit the high score. But let's go back to the Kahoot. So if you want to play it later, you just go on the Kahoot website, and then you look for these keywords in the title of my Kahoot quiz, and then you will find it and you can play it. Even you don't have to anmelden. What is it called? You don't even have to make an account. So you just can play it with up to 10 people. Okay, so the second thing, you need two devices. One device where you can read the answers. I will read the question too, but you have to read the answers. And then you have a second device where a colored screen is shown with 4 colors. And then you hit the right color of the right answer, and then you get some points. So you go to the website www.kahoot.it, and then you see a screen like this, Kahoot, the green one. And then you have to enter a game pin. The game pin you will see in a few moments. And then you have to enter your nickname. You just invent a name. And then you can start with the game. But it's important, you have to give the right answer and very quick, because after every question we have a ranking, and for sure you want to be in the on the top of the ranking, because I think you are really eager to win a mask with our crossed laser swords. So now we have 14 participants. I just see, so I don't know how many people were before in the talk. So I don't know whether we should start right now or not, but maybe at first I change my background again because it looks so very scientific. Okay. So, and I will wait for the instructions of Anka, because she knows whether some people maybe are trying to sign in or not. She gives me the go. I don't. Now I hear.
I think we can start. We're good to go.
Okay, so we will start, and I have to share the screen. I will do that now, and then you see the game pin. And now I see all the faces of my nice colleagues, but if I see the faces, I can't see answers and questions. Therefore, there's in Zoom, you can make the video smaller. And I will do that because I need to see the questions and answers. Okay, and I see there are already 6 people in, same names. At least Lucas, I don't know whether it's the same from today in the morning, but so I'm happy that he's here. And yeah, another thing, I have some heading from Zoom, which is laying over my questions. And therefore I move this heading downwards, and you can move it also if you like, so that the question is on the top of the screen and the answers are in the bottom half, let's say. Okay, now we have 10 players. That's very good because we have 10 masks. Okay, if I'm sure we have some more, but if I'm honest, 10 players would be nice. But before we have been 14. Now we are 15 in the chat. So maybe that's the 5 are the 4, just the colleagues.
Yeah, just a quick,
Sorry, there's 11 more people in the stream right now. So I think it would be worth it to wait for a second more. Maybe someone else is going to come over who wants to be part of Kahoot. And I want to show you for a second our beautiful mask in case you have not seen it yet. So I'm going to share my screen for a second.
So I stop mine?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can show my screen, and there is the amazing mask that you can win. So everyone, if we're just 10, everyone's going to get a mask. Congratulations. But the quiz is still lots of fun. But I think it's definitely worth it. So let's see if that gave, at least one more person some time to come over and join us here. And I also want to announce for everyone who wants to do the quiz in the future, you can still do it. You just need the right name, which I am going to figure out in a second, and then I'm going to tell it to you. Or Silke might know it.
Or I go back to my screen share where I have it. I just forgot to mention it. Thank you, Miriam. So if I'm a little bit smaller, you see the name. It's 60 years laser MPQ English. If you look for this at the Kahoot website for these keywords, you will find the quiz and you can play it whenever you like.
So let's see if we have enough participants now, if all 11 are there, and then we could start Kahoot, I would say.
Okay, but I changed my background again because it's so cool to be in the lab. And now I share my screen and everybody can see the game pin again. Okay, so we have 11 players, and I just tell you, if every 11 of you stay here until the end, every person will get a mask. And even if the 11th is mine, because 11 people, that's great. So I think we start, and you remember you have to be quick and you have to be right. So let's start for the first question. At the Max-Planck-Institute of Quantum Optics, we study the interaction between ten answers. One has to hit just any button. Okay, but there are 10 right answers. Very good. So now we see the ranking. Oh, Milky Way is top, Lucas and Rishi. Now let's continue for the second question. How is a quantum of the electromagnetic field called? One answer missing or two? Okay, many people knew that it is the photon. A proton is part of the core of the electron, and quantum, to my opinion, it doesn't exist. We just invented it yesterday. So let's continue with the ranking. Lucas is first, and then followed by Rooney and Milky Way. And now we look at the third question. Quantum simulators enable us to Okay, the right answer was to understand superconduction better. Okay, maybe we should get into discussion with the physicists whether they can hack encrypted messages, but they are not able to improve weather forecasts. So these two answers were wrong. Let's go to the ranking. Okay, Rooney, Roger, Milky Way. And the next question. How many parameters describe a sinusoidal oscillation? We just heard it in the talk of Joachim. Okay, 3 was the right answer. We need amplitude, phase, and frequency. That would be the correct answer. Not more and not less. So let's continue. Now Eric is first, Rooney and Roger. Where in the spectrum are eigenfrequency of molecular vibrations located? That's again the talk of Joachim just before. Okay, 9 people answered the question in the right way. It's infrared where the absorption takes place. Okay, next, the ranking, Eric, Rooney, Rishi. Let's continue with the 6th question. One oscillation of the infrared light takes, how long does it take? Okay, one person hit the right answer. It's about 10 femtoseconds. So the green button would have been right. The other ones were far too long. I'm sorry to tell you that. So let's continue with the ranking. Rishi is first, then Eric and Rooney. Now, question 7. What is the minimal temperature in our ultra-cold-atom lab? This was the lab tour of last week. So the right answer was hit by 7 people. It's 1 billionth. That means 10 to the minus 9 of a degree above 0 Kelvin. That's colder than in the outer space. It's colder than in the universe. Let's continue. Rishi is first, then Milky Way, and then Roger. So, what kind of quantum particle is rubidium-87? So if you don't have a clue, just hit one of the buttons. But if you watched the lab tours last week, you will know it. Okay, many people were wrong, I'm sorry. The right answer was a bosonic atom. Okay, the ranking is the same. So let's continue question 9. To do our experiments of ultra-cold atoms in optical lattices, we need, what do we need? I hope you find the right answer. You look at my background and then you see that there are not hundreds of lasers and not hundreds of magnets, but hundreds of mirrors, and also not hundreds of PhD students. There are only 2, I think. So let's continue with the ranking. Rishi is first, then Milky Way, and then Eric. So don't be frustrated if you don't hit the right answer. It's really hard. And when I looked at the quiz this morning, I thought it's really very, very hard. So just have fun and enjoy it, even if you don't hit the right answer. So question 10. Professor Hensch got the Nobel Prize in 2005 for... So what did he build? Yeah, many people were right. He built the frequency comp. He didn't make the laser harp. I hope you saw it in the exhibition, in the Laser Light Live exhibition at the ESO Supernova, because it's really great. Now it's closed. I don't know when they open again, but if they open and the show or the exhibition is not closed, it's worth to go there. So the second answer, the blue one, was also not right. The ruby laser was not the right answer, and the frequency chain, I don't think that it is that this exists. Okay, ranking: Rishi, Milky Way, Roger. Let's continue. Question 11. Which theory is tested by hydrogen spectroscopy? That's a hard question and many hard formulas. This was the lab tour of Fabian Schmid last week. Wow, many right answers. Very good. So they test the quantum electrodynamics theory. The ranking in the first 3 places, it's the same. Let's continue question 12. Which device is used to hold helium ions? So where do the helium ions stay? 3 people were right, an RF ion trap. The others were wrong, but I think this was a hard question. But I think Fabian explained it. So let's look at the ranking. the same in the three first places, but Eric came a little bit more in front. So let's continue with the next question. What is the cryofuge? This was Izzy's lab. She explained it, I think, very nicely. So I hope you know it. Okay, only one person knew that it is a source of cold molecules. The other answers were wrong. I'm very sad. But one person was successful. So let's see whether this changed the ranking. No. Only in the bottom down places. So let's continue. How cold is the buffer gas cell? You see Izzy here. She told us how cold it is. Oh, many people knew it. Very good. 4 Kelvin was the right answer. The minus 0.1 Kelvin were not in her lab, and today I learned that there are negative temperatures. So here the right answer was 4 Kelvin. Let's have a look at the ranking. Okay, the first 3 places are the same. Let's continue with question 15. Why are molecules so difficult to cool down? Oh, many people knew the right answer. They have extra energy levels due to vibration and rotation. Therefore, it's so difficult to cool them down. Let's have a look at the ranking. There are a little bit of changes. Very good. Rishi is still the first, then Roger, and then Milky Way. Let's continue. But now I think there's 3 more questions left, and that's about quantum physics. So even if you don't know it, please stay here. Compared to a normal laptop, a quantum computer works many people knew the right answer. The right answer was a quantum computer works different and solves some problems better. It's not just that it just works faster, but it really works in a different way. It has some parallel aspects that makes it really a different way how it works. So let's continue with the ranking. We see the first 3, it was the same ranking, but let's continue with the the 17th question. A qubit is prepared in a balanced superposition of 0 and 1. After a measurement, the qubit will be, what will it be? If you don't know it, just give it a try. Oh, many people have the right answer. After measurement, the qubit will be with 50 to 50% chances in state 0 or 1. Very good. So let's continue. That's the same. So we go over to the last question. Quantum information has strange properties. Oh, many people had the right answer. Very good. Quantum information has strange properties. It is destroyed when we try to read it. The information doesn't travel faster than light. Therefore, the right answer is not right. And it also cannot be stored for an infinite time. It's always hard to store a qubit because of the interaction. So now this was the last question. So I'm very curious who won the race. Third one is Milky Way. The second is Roger. And the first place is Rishi. Congratulations. And then on the fourth place, oh, I must hit show feedback. So you can give me your feedback, and we saw the 5 first people. The first, we just mentioned them, but the fourth place is Peter K. and Xavi. So maybe you give us a feedback whether you liked it or not. We have 5 responses, very good. Now we have 6, that's great. And now a very, very important information. Please don't leave the webinar right now, because we need your addresses to send you the masks, because if you're gone and we don't have your name, only a nickname, then you will never get your mask. So please stay here. And then now you should write your address, your real name and your address in the chat. And while you do this, I hope that you enjoyed the quiz. And you remember that you can play it anywhere and anytime, and all as well as the Photon Lab app quiz. And now I hand over to Miriam in a moment. I stop my screen sharing. And now Miriam can take over.
Good. So. Hello back. Thank you, Silke, for this fun game. Thank you for all the speakers, for their talks, for their questions, as well as to all the ones that did the lab tour, and to you, my wonderful colleagues who made this possible. Thank you so much. It was fun. What a great day. I hope everyone who joined us today enjoyed it. So please leave us your name and your address so we can record that and send out our prizes. Our amazing laser mask. I'm going to show it again because it's just so cool. We really wanted to have it today already, but sadly it did not arrive, but it will be there soon. So give us a little bit of time and then you will get such a beautiful, lovely laser mask, and there's probably still enough time to wear them. Otherwise you have a nice reminder. So we got already one address. And the last time we did this, we actually, yeah, Anka?
We're going offline now.
Oh, yeah, we're going offline now. Okay, so we're going offline now. We're keeping only the people that give us their address. Thank you so much for joining. I hope everyone who watched it live, you enjoyed it, or you watched it later. Check out our Instagram, at Max-Planck-Quantum. Go to Twitter, there is MCQST. Look at our LinkedIn page, wherever, support us, and you will get more information about the research we do at our institute. And there's lots more to see, lots more to experience, and we will probably put out more cool formats in the future. So thank you for being with us for this first experiment we did, and our birthday of the laser. Goodbye.